Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of prayer or silence, whichever is your choice. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of April 19th, 2021?
I move. I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve appropriations ordinance number 17?
I move we approve ordinance number 17.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'll declare the public input session open. I'll call on Ron Peters in full regalia today.
I had to do it. It's part of the deal for today. May, as you may know, is National Bicycle Month. And May 21st is Ride Your Bike to Work Day. I realize that's a Friday and some of you only work one day a week.
You've got 30 more seconds. Get it over with, buddy.
However, May 17th through the 23rd is Ride Your Bike to Work Week. So I would challenge any and all of you to follow the suggestion and ride your bike to work. If you need to borrow a bike, let me know. I'll see if we can find one for you. May 5th is also Ride Your Bike to School Day. We'll talk to Shiloh about that. And May 15, the city is hosting a bike rodeo. The police department is. So, and we'll be helping them out with that. So just wanted to let you know. And, you know, since gas prices have risen under the current administration, bicycling is getting even more attractive than it was. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. We'd have been disappointed if you didn't ask us to ride our bike to work. Okay, anyone else? Do you see anything online? Anything from the bench?
I don't have anything. Thank you.
Okay, I will ask you to pull up the COVID charts for the update. In this chart right here, you'll see Clark County down in the red there is doesn't have really big numbers, but that's such sparsely populated, it doesn't take much for them to get to the red. If you move it back up to McPherson County, there you go. There you go. There you go. If you rode your bike to work today, it would have calmed your nerves and you wouldn't be shaking so much. Okay. You can see that there are 6 daily new cases per 100,000. So if you divide that by 3, just simple for our population, we're getting 2 cases per day in McPherson County average, and the daily new cases on the 7-day moving average supports that at 1.7. When we've had 88 deaths, unfortunately, we've had 3,297 cases. I'm sure that Dr. Gorman would love to have been here today, but she could not make it. But she thanks everyone for the effort that they are putting in and for, she says the mask mandate. And I want to remind everybody it's a choice mandate. You either wear a mask or you social distance is what the ordinance says. And then she says in the last 2 weeks, there has been a great increase in the number of testing sites available and in the amount of vaccine available. At the vaccine clinic at my office, we are still scheduling appointments and giving vaccine twice a week and will continue to do so. However, there are many appointment slots that have to be that have gone unfilled. KansasVaccine.gov reports that McPherson County has vaccinated 388.8 people per thousand. So that's almost 39%. I have to rely on, I won't say that, but she's going to say she had to rely on her memory, but I believe the last time we talked about this, it was 364. So we've only gone up 2.5%. I think what we're seeing is that people, and we can say this from the police department, the fire department, we're only getting a couple of people a week to do the COVID test. And we are begging. My wife worked at the hospital on Thursday. And at the end of that day, they came out and said, if you know anybody that needs a vaccine, please get on your cell phone and call them because we have extra doses. What's going to happen is what's happened in a couple other counties will start not to receive vaccine and they'll have to go elsewhere. And these numbers, I don't believe, as Dr. Gorman reported, have where people have got other places, because when I check with the people that work at our industry and I add them in, it's much greater than this number. So, it's not, these numbers are not foolproof either. So that's where we're at. I don't think that we are going to have any great surge of vaccinations in the near future either. So that's the COVID report for the week. If there's nothing else, oh yeah, I forgot that. We see the latest update for the week is 18 cases, which is a little bit more than 2 according to them. And we're not moving. They have not updated their number of vaccinations yet either. So we're sort of in a lull as to what's happening. Well, with that, I'll declare the public input session closed. And is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll move to approve the agenda.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I would like to go down to item number 4.1 and call on Cody Kramer.
Good morning.
Morning, Cody.
On Friday, we'll celebrate Arbor Day. And so today is the commission date where we will recognize the day. Mr. Mayor, would you be able to read the proclamation?
Yes, sure. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and that whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cutting heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now, therefore, I, Thomas A. Brown, Mayor of the City of McPherson, Kansas, do hereby proclaim April 30th, 2021 as Arbor Day. Is that right? Okay. In the city of McPherson, Kansas, and urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to provide our trees, to protect our trees and woodlands. I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations. Is there a motion to celebrate Arbor Day with this proclamation?
I would so move.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Please pass that down. Mr. Kringle.
Thank you. So on Friday, Arbor Day, we will celebrate with a tree planting in Linnea Park, just north of the fire department here near Bo Modelmog's Memorial. I'd like to recognize our tree board members at this time. Wayne Burns, Don Fast, Jan Hurst, Michael McIrvin, and Kurt Wagner. And we have a few of
Yeah,
them here. with
stand up,
us.
those of you who are here.
Thank you guys for serving on the tree board.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In conjunction with Arbor Day, we have our annual poster contest. And this year's winner is Ava Parkins, who's a fifth grader in Mrs. Powers' class at Lincoln Elementary. Framed her artwork, and we'll hang that here at the municipal building. And it's her class that will join us on Friday at 11 o'clock at the park for tree planting.
Great.
Ava, you would come up, and we have a chamber check for you.
Yeah.
Stay there. All right, everybody say. Your eyes will smile.
Thank you.
Now I'll call on Joni Rainey, CVB items.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, looks like I have several items today. The first is approval is requested for the following visitor attraction grants for the two events to be held in McPherson with a total of grants not to exceed $3,000. All grants were approved by the CVB board on April 14th, 2021. And the first grant, after what he said earlier, you may or may not want to approve it. But anyways, the first one is a $500 visitor attraction grant for Ron Peters for the Malbury Metric Bicycle Weekend to be held July 17th and 18th, 2021 in McPherson and the surrounding areas. The second is a $2,500 visitor attraction grant for the City of McPherson Public Lands and Facilities for the lights for the Heartland lighting display at Lakeside Park. These holiday lights will be displayed November 20th through January 1st, 2022.
Can we make this motion that only on the first one, only if two commission people ride their bike to work?
You'll motion to
Just-
sever them, and then you'll put the names in.
Okay, I would like to move to approve the two visitor attraction grants as presented for a total of all grants not to exceed $3,000.
I second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It's without condition, Ron.
Thank you. And my last request is staff is requesting travel authorization for the McPherson Convention Visitors Bureau Director to attend the Big Kansas Road Trip on May 6th, 7th, and 8th, 2021. The 2021 road trip will take place in Brown, Donovan, and Nemaha counties. Total anticipated costs are not to exceed $629.60. Travel expenses include meals, 2 nights lodging, and mileage.
I'll move to approve travel expenses with amount not to exceed $629.60 for the McPherson CVB Director to attend the Big Kansas Road Trip.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, call on Chief Weisman.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
One item for you this morning. Engine 2 main pump seal failed. The apparatus was taken to Hayes Fire Rescue Sales and Service for repairs. The pump was removed from the apparatus and repaired. It underwent UL test for certification and sustained the same pump seal failure. The pump was once again removed and additional components were replaced. The engine did pass UL test and is back in service. The truck arrived in McPherson from repairs and was immediately dispatched to Reno County. Request a motion to approve payment to Hayes Fire and Rescue and Sales and Service for repairs of engine 2 for an amount not to exceed $4,068.97.
I'll move to approve payment to Hayes Fire and Rescue Sales and Service for repairs to engine 2 for an amount not to exceed $4,068.97.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. Call on Wayne Burns.
Good morning.
Morning.
I have one item right now. It's for seasonal position at Turkey Creek Golf Course. Staff is requesting commission to approve making a conditional job offer to Jayton Alexander as a seasonal Turkey Creek Golf Course maintenance staff, pending successful background check and additional testing effective May 3rd.
I'll make the motion to approve the making conditional job offer to Jayton Alexander as seasonal Turkey Creek Golf Course maintenance staff, pending successful background check and additional testing, effective May 3rd, 2021.
I second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jeff Woodward, Public Works.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Joe.
The first item I have for your consideration. Public Works has received complaints about the condition of Bridger Court. 2 large patches are needed. A 76-foot by 36-foot patch and a 15 feet by 32-foot driveway approach. Public Works has put together an estimate in the amount of $13,774.13 for materials only to complete the work.
I move to approve the repairs at Bigger Court for a cost not to exceed $13,774.13 for material only.
And I'll second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We've opened the bids on the 2021 conventional sealing with fog seal project. A total of 11,100 feet of streets will be sealed, which is just over 2 miles. The streets to be sealed this year are Main Street, Kansas Avenue, north to 4th Street, and 1st Street, Cedars Drive, east to the roundabout. We received 4 bids ranging from $202,791 to $307,079.82, with Heft and Sons registering the lowest bid. The engineer's estimate was $183,194.97. Public Works recommends awarding the contract to Heft and Sons LLC, Greensburg, Kansas.
I move to approve the 2021 sealing contract with Heft and Son LLC, Greensburg, Kansas, for an amount not to exceed $202,791 and authorize the mayor to sign the related document.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Public Works opened bids on the 2021 mill and overlay project. The streets to be milled and overlaid are Oak Park Drive, Grimes to North High Drive, Ash Street, Kansas Avenue to Sutherland, Elm Street, Kansas Avenue to Elizabeth, Centennial Drive, the widening to 1st Street. 4 bids were received ranging from $184,196 to $229,710 $274.25 with Pearson Construction, Wichita, Kansas, registering the lowest bid. The engineering estimate was $198,713.63. Public Works recommends awarding the contract to Pearson Construction.
I move to approve the mill and overlay project for 2021 to Pearson Construction, Wichita, Kansas, for a cost not to exceed $184,196, and authorize the mayor to sign all related documents.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And you might mention that of the last item and this item, well, one's over, one's under, we're close to break even.
From what we had estimated.
Yeah,
Public Works received a request from Dean Croker Central Christian College to put up banners announcing different events occurring at the college throughout the year. The college will purchase the brackets, put up the banners, and take the banners down. The attachment shows the location of the streetlights that the college would like to use. Also attached is a photo of an example of what the banners will look like.
I move that we approve Central College attaching advertising banners on Main Street light poles near Central College.
I'll second.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next item comes out of the wastewater treatment facility. It's on the sewer extension for PEM, change order number 1 with Stevens Contractors.
I move that we approve change order number 1 with Stevens Contracting Incorporated for the SSD-196A MIDC sanitary sewer extension project to adjust items for installing or requiring to finish the project for a contract decrease of $2,350 and authorize the mayor to sign the change order and the final document.
And I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And that change order was, the underrun was primarily because of silt fence installed by Hutton Construction in the same area that we would have for the sewer project, and that project now is complete.
Correct.
I'd like to give you an update on the project we have ongoing right now. This is East Lakeside Drive. The street department, in conjunction with McPherson County Public Works, is reconstructing Lakeside Drive from Maxwell to Kansas Avenue. McPherson County has run the reclaimer through the area from Maxwell to the low water bridge crossing to Simpson. The street department is working hard to stabilize the base. Later this year, the county will put a 3-inch overlay on it. Disregard the 3-foot.
That might be expensive.
That's all I had.
Thank you.
Okay, you can take the other 2 feet 9 inches and go home. Okay. We have board and staff appointments, and you're going to read those. next?
I'd be glad to. Each year, many of our terms expire April 30th, start back again on May 1st. There's others that start in July, and we've reached out and talked to individuals on all these appointments. And I will kind of read through these different appointments. They're different year appointments with different expiration dates. And some of those are based upon the boards, but I'll kind of read down the list. The first one, appointed officials, Jeff Woodward, and that would be for Director of Public Works, expiring 4/30 of 2022. Convention and Tourism Board, Ralph Wayne Burns, 4/30 of 23. Tiffany Elrich, 4/30 of 23 expiring, and Monica Rice, 4/30 of 23 as well expiring. Special Alcohol and Drug Abuse Committee, Brandon Stupka, with his term expiring 4/30 of 2024. City Planning Commission, Brian Little, with his term expiring 4/30 of 2024. Board of Zoning Appeals, James Mellon, his term expiring 4/30 of 2024. Margaret Smith, also Board of Zoning Appeals, 4/30/2024. And finally, Dale Patrick, Vice Chair, with his term expiring from the BZA on 4/30 of 23. The next one is Turkey Creek Golf Course Advisory Board. And there are two individuals that are expiring, both to expire on 4/30 of 2023 if renewed today. That's Keith Sherwood and Kurt Kinnaman. Cemetery Advisory Board. These both would expire if appointed today on 4/30 of 23. That's John Harper, and he's a representative from VFW. We do have different representatives from the service clubs or the clubs that are involved with putting out crosses and other ceremonial stuff. So it's John Harper representing VFW, Don Frankenfield representing American Legion. Also, Tree Board. There are two individuals that would be expiring otherwise. That's Kurt Wagner and Michael McIrvin. Both, if renewed, would expire on April 30th, 2024. And finally, Recreation Commission, and that's a July 1, and that would be myself, and that would expire on July 1st, 2024.
I move to approve the City of McPherson Board, Commission, Committee, and staff appointments as presented.
And I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we'll move on to public hearing, but they're not here yet, or we're not at the 9 o'clock yet. Is there,
We can switch down to administrative report. I can
go
cover
down
that.
to wages and bonds.
Okay, the first item are wages for consideration. There's a number of these that are based upon successful evaluations, and then some that you've already heard today with seasonal hire. And I'll kind of just read down the list. The first is Alex Krebaum, Fire Department firefighter, going from 1633 to 1666, effective May 3rd, 2021. Ryan Zubek, Fire Lieutenant, going from 1711 to 1763, effective May 3rd, 2021. Jacob Weird, Equipment Operator 1, going from 2024 to 2064 per hour, effective May 3rd. Katie Seltzer, Convention and Visitors Bureau Travel Center Administrative Assistant, going from 1925 to 1983 per hour, effective May 3rd, 2021. Nick McQueen, Community Building Event Manager, going from 2145 to 2188 per hour, effective May 3rd, 2021. Cody Kramer, Cemetery Sexton, City Forester, going from 2919 to 2977 per hour, effective May 3rd, 2021. This one Wayne brought earlier, Jayton Alexander, Turkey Creek Golf Course seasonal, starting at $9.50 per hour, effective May 3rd, 2021. And Lucinda Jarvis, Animal Control Technician, going from $13.52 per hour to $13.93 per hour, effective May 3rd, 2021.
I'll make the motion to approve the wages.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And there are two bonds for your consideration today. Those include Atlas Tree Care Services out of Canton, $5,000 tree care bond, and GN Plumbing LLC out of Wichita, a $5,000 plumbing bond.
I move we approve the bonds.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I would like to go back to the public hearing and special assessment authorization. Synchronize your watches. It's now MCDT. That's McPherson Daylight Savings Time. And here's Janetta.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Morning.
Been waiting for this day for a long time.
Really?
It's not over.
Yeah, this has been a fun project, to say the least. So I guess first thing to open the public hearing.
I'll move to open the public hearing.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. On April 12th, 2021, the McPherson City Commission authorized the mailing of assessment notices and established a public hearing to be held today, April 26th at 9 a.m. to hear any objections to the special assessments being issued in association with the Barnstormers and Premier Street storm drainage and sanitary sewer improvements. Any objections, questions to those mailings?
Do you have anything on your computer? You want to,
You'll have to-
you want to come up and say who you are and say what your confusion is so we can help?
Pam McCormick. And we just were wondering about, we were kind of confused. We thought it looked like it was going to be lowered. According to Jim Strawn had told us that well, when we first bought our house over there about a year and a half or so ago, 2 years ago, we had kind of come in to the city building here and asked for an estimate of what the taxes would be over there. And so they gave us an estimate of about $4,700 or something like that. And then when we would get our taxes, they were like 58, and then this year they were over 6,000. And so then when we saw this, we thought it looked like it was being adjusted down. Is that what the deal is?
Yeah, Janetta, will you want to explain why the first 2 years are what they are and then where the adjustment is? You can sit down. Relax. Your husband's been relaxing all along.
Runaway microphone. Yes, Miss McCormick or Mrs. McCormick, I'm not exactly sure what lot and block you own. I'm guessing you're in the Barnstormers. But yes, all the special assessments, not only for Premier or Barnstormers, will see a reduction in their taxes owed for the rest of the 18 years. There was an error in the calculation of the total cost of the projects, as well as some of the developer share that was paid during the project. And so this is the special assessment proceeding that's required by statute to go through in order to correct the special assessments for the next 18 years. I'd be glad to sit down and talk to you specifically about which lot and block you have and walk you through all of those. And without the particular, I can tell you that they're all going to go down. Now, after this hearing, if you should so choose, you have the ability to prepay the balance of those before it gets rolled on the tax roll for the next 18 years with the interest charged. I can tell you that the interest rate that was originally in the special assessments that were assessed back in 2019 has been reduced so that the savings will be even greater if you roll it onto the tax roll versus what it was originally back in 2019. So I can.
It may be important to note that we're talking special assessments and not property taxes overall.
Right.
Property taxes overall are a different critter.
Absolutely. Great point. So property tax have the ability to go up depending on what the mill levy rate is. So I will only be able to talk to the special assessment portion, which will be a level amount over the next 18 years. So I'd be glad to meet with you at
I'll
any
try
time.
to make a simplified comment. Hope I don't muddy the waters. because we didn't catch the mistake and you were billed the first 2 years at a higher rate. What has happened is when it's recalculated, we've taken that excess payment as what our bond attorney has told us we're by statute supposed to do and spread that savings back plus the recalculation over the next 18 years. And that's why it's going down. That help you to understand, but the best thing that we can do to help you and anybody else in this area is to get with Janetta, tell us your lot number, and we will walk you through everything just for your lot. Okay?
Yeah, of course, your interest in this is to know how much it's going down, obviously. And she can help you with that. Either make an appointment with her, call her and go in and see her. And she'll sit down and walk through with you, okay? Okay.
Yeah, and this is, we have to follow, according to bond counsel, we have to follow the exact same process as if the specials were being rolled onto the tax roll from the get-go. So you do have the ability, as if you did back in 2019, to prepay. Then you forego any interest rate that is applied when we roll it on the tax roll. So the letters that you have received are the pre-interest rate calculations. So, but
Okay.
I'd be glad to walk through any of that with you at any time.
Okay. Does that all help? Okay. All right. Do you have anything else?
Not for the public hearing. The documents are attached. So
I would like to move to close the public hearing.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks for coming in.
the next thing is the ordinance. Upon completion of the assessment hearing, draft ordinance number 3355 should be considered for adoption. This ordinance officially spreads the revised special assessments for the internal improvements for the properties in the replatted Barnstormers Westfield Edition, Barnstormers Field First Edition, Premier's Development, and the unplatted portion adjacent to the Barnstormers Westfield Edition. Upon adoption of this ordinance, property owners in the benefit area will have 30 days to optionally prepay the assessments before the revised special assessments are spread over the remaining 18 years, interest included, to the individual properties. The revised special assessment for properties will appear in the December 2021 ad valorem tax assessments.
Okay, I'd like to move to adopt ordinance number 3355, an ordinance levying special assessments on certain property to pay the cost of internal improvements to the city of McPherson, Kansas, as herein authorized by resolution number 17-14, 17-18, and 18-19 of the city, and providing for the collection of such special assessments, and authorized mayor to sign the ordinance.
I second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Just want to thank Public Works, Richard Miller and Nick and everybody involved in this process. It's been a learning one for sure. So
Okay,
thanks,
thank you.
everyone.
okay, I'd like to move to recess city commission meeting and go into study session.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, that was the last thing. Is there anything else that needs to come to study session? Okay, the study session is over. We're back in session in commission meeting. And the only thing I have is 1-1. And I would like to move to provide assistance both from fire department and administration for the Lynchburg EMS between now and their signing of a contract effective date in August of 2021 with administrative and EMS support.
Subject to signing an appropriate.
Subject to signing the appropriate agreement an agreement approved by the city attorney.
I second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So unanimous, so we'll work it out and get with Lynchburg and the hospital. And I do have a meeting with the hospital CEO at 4 o'clock today, so if you have any hallucination by then, fine. If not, I'll tell them it's coming. It's coming. Okay, Janetta.
It's a pass through.
Yeah, to answer you directly, we will, in the contract, we will work within administration, including finance, to say what we're going to charge for our volunteer, what the others are volunteers, so there will be something that is more specific. It's not just, we're gonna do it. Well, it's overtime, plus there may be administrative charge, plus there is other charges in there to estimate for unemployment insurance, that type thing. Yeah, okay?
Is that all just to pass through then to Lindbergh?
Yes.
Okay.
The whole idea is when we write this contract that it won't be costing the city
Okay.
anything, and all those costs will be covered.
We're calling them volunteers, but they're not volunteers as in no pay.
They're volunteering to take the job to actually work and get paid,
Right.
which will be recouped through our contract with the city of Lynchburg.
Yeah, they're volunteering to use their off time to work full-time in Lynchburg specific days.
There you go.
Okay? Good question. Okay? Anything else? Well, I'd like to move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye.